Design studio and lifestyle. So we're going to get into every single thing, every area in your life. So if you are listening to us on 90.3, 90.5, 90.7 and 90.9 FM, welcome and thank you so very much for sharing space with us. If you are not yet over at our YouTube channel, I want you to go over there like right now. Yes, go over to the YouTube, the Google Play Store. Right? After you get to the Google Play Store, what I need you to do is to download the Nationwide 90 FM Live app. After that now, you get to share with us. You get to engage. You get to follow us and you get to hear when we are going to be on. So welcome to you. If you're there just riding around in Radioland, welcome. And everybody on the YouTube right now, hello and thank you very much for sharing space. And if you're new here in this space, a big up to you. So yes, we are now in the Design Studio. And yes, I am Karen Booker, also known as the Design Diva. So we're still your go-to, for all the things that are interior design and decor, but we are kicking it up a notch. So alongside transforming your living spaces and creating beautiful and functional homes, we are going to bring you fresh lifestyle segments to inspire every aspect of your life. Very cutesy, very demure. Yeah. Whether it's home decor, wellness, or the latest trends, we've really got you covered. So if you're passionate about living beautifully inside and out, yes, you've come to the right place. So again, come on over to our YouTube live now, please. It is Nationwide 90 FM Live. You're going to download the Nationwide 90 FM Live app, and then you'll just get to share with us all the time. So let me just tell you what's going on the show this week. So coming up, this week, we have cleaning and organization, right? And there are things that you really should not be storing in plastic. Did you know that? This was a wide eye-opening experience for me. Yes. Design Lab, we are going to show you how to make flowers out of paper towels. So easy. So nice. You're going to love me more than you love me already. Right. What would Karen do? My crowd favorite. Yeah. Send in all your design questions as well, right? To 876-280-6629. Okay. So if you want me to answer any design and decor dilemmas that you have, please send it over right now to our WhatsApp number, 876-280-6629. All right, in interior design, we have Jung Home Center, and we're just going to be talking up some things. Yes. And then now for our lifestyle segments, we have Thrive 360, your path to personal growth, productivity tips. I know I need that because trust and believe, sometimes I get overwhelmed and I do procrastinate, right? Heart and Home, building a healthy relationships, and in Vital Vibes, your path to wellness and sleep hygiene. That must be a catchphrase right now, sleep hygiene. That means that if you're not getting enough sleep at night, then you don't have good sleep hygiene. You understand me? All righty. Okay. So without further ado, we're just going to get right into it. In our cleaning and organizing segment. We're going to get right into it. Yeah, right about now. Not streaming. Okay, all righty. So, cleaning and organizing. Let me just tell you something. Did you know that plastic is not your go-to to store every single thing that you have? I didn't know that. Because trust me, sometimes when you take some, you reuse it, it's not to be reused for everything. So let's just get into it, right? We have 11 items now, that experts say you should really never store in plastic containers. Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Raw meats. You should put raw meats in glass containers instead. Simultaneously, it's always best to make sure that whatever container you're going to use to house raw meats comes with an airtight, sealable lid. So you're going to open the lids, or and or have these open lids that really seal easily and open easily. That because if it causes leakage, that is the absolute last thing that you want to do with raw meats. So if you're storing raw meat into a plastic container, I would suggest very, very, very strongly that the lid is airtight. All right. How about tomato sauces and curries? According to the experts, tomato sauces and curries are best left out of storage units. The acidity in tomato sauces can cause the plastic to degrade and absorb odors over time. Same thing with curries. But as for the left behind reddish tint, the experts say that the acidity reacts to the plastic and causes chemical leaching over time. All right. Okay, sometimes when we cook and we store the leftover curry in the plastic container, they're saying that we should not do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If we have leftover pasta with tomato sauce, the acidity in the tomato sauce will cause a reaction with the plastic. Yeah. How about fruits? Similar to herbs, fruits such as berries or avocados and citruses should be left out of plastic too. The lack of ventilation causes the fruits to get really moldy and mushy because of the moisture buildup. I agree with that one. Like, why would you want to store your fruits in a plastic container? But then again, to each his own, because fruits should really be stored in like that a fruit bowl. And some people put fruits in their refrigerator. Have at it, whatever you want to do, you do, and so on. But we're hearing now that if you put your fruits and your vegetables in plastic containers, it will get moldy and mushy, and that is true. All right, how about hot foods? Hot foods and liquids should never be stored in plastic containers, as the high temperatures, listen to this, can cause the plastic to release harmful chemicals. I heard that, David. Like, if you're drinking water and if your car is not right air conditioned and then you leave it in the car, you're not supposed to drink it. Yeah, I've heard that. So yes, this one is very, very, so hot liquids, hot foods really, really, really should not. So hold on a second. That would mean that if you are warming up something in your microwave, is it type of plastic? Right. Okay. So David is saying it could be the type of plastic, because if you are okay, but they're saying is you're not supposed to store it, but you can warm it up in the plastic container, but just don't store it, for any extended period of time in a plastic container. This is news to me. So always make sure, right, to let the food cool. Let it cool first before storing it in the plastic containers. So if you are somebody like me let me tell you something, right after I finish cooking, on the occasion that I do cook, I have to clear up that kitchen. Yeah, man, the kitchen have to clean right away. So in the olden days, back in the day, we used to have these things called Pyrex, where all, leftover food would go into those, and they were glass. That you store these things in glass, like, Pyrex dishes. So now, I'm telling you, the more things change, the more they stay the same. All right, how about oily, fatty, and greasy foods? First of all, we need to be getting off of this fry situation. It's not healthy. All right, so when you're cooking, it's important to know the type of foods you're going to be making so you can put them in the proper storage. So oily, fatty, and greasy foods, which you should not be having anyway, do not react well to plastic and should be put in better alternatives like glass, according to the experts. So foods that have a high oil content or produce a lot of grease can break down plastic over a long period of time, which puts the food at risk of being contaminated. So foods with a high fat content, such as lasagna, are best really to avoid lasagna in the plastic containers. Yes, as the fat can absorb more chemicals from the plastic compared to other foods. Here's what I am saying now. It look like plastic not supposed to store nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I believe if it is dry stuff, so as far as I see, when it comes to food, right? Okay, if you have pasta uncooked, that's okay for storage. If you have flour, if you have rice, if you have sugar, anything like that, you can store in these plastic containers. This is why I kind of, my brow kind of, went up a little bit, because I'm like, this this day and age where it is now trending, because you see all these videos of storage, and putting things in these cute little storage containers, and you pour out everything and you put it in the storage container, you put it in the fridge and so on. Not everything's supposed to be in there. You understand what I'm saying? So if they're saying hot food, no. Right? Oily food and fatty food and greasy foods, no. Fruits, similar to herbs, berries, avocados, citruses, because citruses already has a very acidic content. So no. Right? Curries and tomato sauces. Yes, you have to think about when you cook these things and you put them in your plastic container, because we're thinking that, listen, we are reusing and we are reducing waste and we're so on. So therefore, when it is that we have these plastic containers, we're not just going to throw them out and have them in the landfill. What we are going to do is reuse them to reduce the garbage. So when we reduce and reuse, guess what's going on now? We can't put everything in there. The sauces, because sometimes the sauces are acidic, they're very spicy. So tomato sauce and curries, the leftover food. So here's what I would say. Leftover food, really and truly, are not really supposed to be stored in plastic containers. Hot food, you're not supposed to be storing it in plastic containers. Water, because we drink a lot of water, if it gets hot in your car, you have to use that now to wash your hands or to clean up in your car, but you definitely should not be using it. How about raw meats? Raw meats now should be put in glass containers instead. Yeah. And when you do put them in the glass containers, make sure that the lids can seal really well. Okay, as I said to you, this has been a very wide eye-opening experience here, and I only hope that it was wide eye-opening for you too. Stick and stay with me. I'm going to come right back.
Shop at Cameron Industries Limited for all your countertops, cabinets, tiles, and hardware supplies. Telephone 876-963-0628. The time by Cameron Industries Limited, manufacturing state-of-the-art equipment, is
1:22 p.m.
Experience unmatched performance and ultimate control with KYB shocks from Bird's Auto Parts. KYB shocks are perfect for every ride. Choose from our wide range of shocks such as Gas Adjust, Scorch Force, and XLG, which provide superior handling and stability on all terrain. For a smoother, safer, and more reliable drive, choose KYB. Available now at Bird's Auto Parts. Get 15% off your purchase of 2 or more KYB shocks. August 9 to November 8. It hurts if you don't check Birds.
World Coconut Day is here again, and the Coconut Industry Board is celebrating World Coconut Day with a bang! This observation of World Coconut Day will provide a platform for agro-processors, businesses, and entrepreneurs to showcase their innovative coconut-based products, services, and technologies. Nationwide 90 FM will broadcast live from the offices of the Coconut Industry Board at 18 Waterloo Road on Saturday, August 31 from 1 to 5 p.m. A day filled with fun, excitement, prizes, and surprises. Don't miss it!
Dreaming of a home makeover? Make it a reality with Jung Home Center. From stunning kitchen updates to vibrant backyard transformations, they have everything you need. Explore their wide range of tiles, lighting, paints, and more. With unmatched variety, service, and value, Jung Home Center's quality and style will always wow you. Visit them today at 68 Newland Road, Portmore, or follow them on Instagram at Jung Home Center. Jung Home Center, turning your home dreams into reality.
Out perform, outlast. with top performance. Chakama, reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electricians. Pan select tools, free parts and free repairs. 3 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-61114. Delta Supply, we service what we sell.
You're in the Design Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Miramasa, they give him the energy.
Baby Bendo, bless me. Baby, why you tempting me? She tell me, baby, can you ride with me?
With who?
Baby, come and ride on me. Baby, how you move so dangerously? Don't you know you are dangerous, babe? Baby, when you move, it's stressing me. Baby, why you blessing me? Baby, why you blessing me? Baby, why you blessing me? Baby, why you tempting me? Baby, don't worry, keep blessing me. Bless. Baby, why you blessing me? Bless. Baby, why you blessing me? Bless. Baby, why you tempting me? Baby, don't worry, keep blessing me.
Bless me, baptize me. Me love the ride and I like jalopy.
Hello again. Hello, lots and lots of fun here today because David is not a demure fan. He's not demurtsy or cutesy. What are we going to do? Burning a serious fire for me today. So everybody on YouTube, hello Chrissy, hello SH, hello David. Yes, everybody on Insta and of course TikTok, hello to you too. Radioland 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9. How you doing? So you know we have an extended version as of today into. So today is our premiere show where we will be going to 3 o'clock. So stick and stay with me. Please stay all the way down to 3 o'clock. You'll be hearing my voice and hopefully, you know, you'll have warm and fuzzy feelings about me after this. You know what I mean? Okay, so here's the thing now. We are going to be making, in our DIY segment in Design Lab, paper flowers out of paper towels, like napkins, paper towels. Yeah, it is the most ingenious thing that I have ever done, right? Jareen sent it to me and she said, make this. And I did that. I followed instructions and I made it. And it is so easy. It is so easy. Let me tell you, it is so easy. If you're on YouTube, take a look. If you are riding around in Radioland, I will narrate. I will definitely describe. And when you get home, I want you to get onto the Nationwide 90 FM Live app and see. All right, you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. Let's go. All right, so here's this thing now. It's like really quick date night decor, right? Yeah, hey, listen, coming over, here's what you're going to need, all right? You are going to need your napkins and paper towels. That way, you know, you're going to need 5 of them, okay? You're going to put them together, all right? Stack them a little bit, and then you're going to form like accordion pleats. You're going to fold up and down. You know, like accordion pleat. You know, like when you used to go to school and you make fan because it's hot? That is what you're going to do. So you're just going to keep folding. Now, when it's finished, you're going to end up with something that looks like a fan on both sides. You're going to take your elastic band and then just band them all together, right? Then you're going to fan out and open out the corners. When you open out all of the corners, then it looks like a circle. After that, now you just pull out the layers. Once you pull out the layers, it looks like a flower. Then you're going to take your skewer, right, along with your glue gun, because you know you got to get that glue gun going on there, and just stick it in like a flower, and that's it. Now, you know the makeup that you use when you're doing your Get Ready With Me and all these things, that is what you're going to use now with a makeup brush and color it. It is so simple. Do 3 or 4 of them, put them in a little glass vase, put some candles on there, and it is the most romantic and beautiful setting ever. All right, David, I'm going to ask if we can just chop it up a little bit, so I can narrate a little better for people who are definitely riding around and not able to have the benefit of the YouTube. All right, so we're looking at, stop it right there. No, we need to go back a little bit. So, okay. So I'm going to go through what you're going to need now to make these flowers, right? You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to need a glue gun. Going to need your requisite glue stick. All right. Now you're going to burn your finger. So I am saying you're going to get a small cup with some ice. So when you burn your finger, you just put it right in the ice. It will cool it down. You're going to need some rubber bands. Make like 2 or 3 just in case one break, you have another one going. You're going to need your makeup like blush, right? Something pink or mauve. Cool. All right. And even if you want like the orange tones and too, that's fine. That's okay. All right. And then you're going to need your blush brush. And I know you have enough. You know what I mean? You have it. You have it. And then now, you know those little skewers that you use to make shish kebabs? Right. They're right in the supermarket aisle. In the supermarkets, it's right in that aisle. You can get one. All right, cool. And then you're going to need your paper towels. Now, the paper towels that you need, you know, like the Bounty ones, yes, Karen uses Bounty. All right, when they come in like a half square. When you reel it out. So what we want is the half of the square, which looks like a rectangle. So we're going to need 5 of those rectangular sheets, right? So you're gonna you pull them apart. Once you pull them apart, then you stack them together. Okay, all right, we can go a little bit further now. Okay, so you're gonna stack them together like one on top of the other, one on top of the other, one on top of the other. Remember now when you were in school and you used to make paper fan. I know I used to make paper fan. You know, in Hutton you make paper fan, so you do like that accordion thing. So you fold and you take it up and then you turn it around and you fold again until you have a series of folds. Right? In that series, once you get to know that series of folds, okay, you are going to use your rubber bands. You're going to take your rubber band and put it in the center of the accordion pleated 2-sided fan that you should have, right? So you take if one break, that's all right. Here's the other one, because you always have more than you need, right? You're going to place it right in the center and just wrap around, okay? Like if you're doing your hair and you're making it taut. Cool. After that, now you fan out the edges so that it looks like a complete circle when you are done. After you open out both sides now, then you are going to take, remember now, this is like layers. So you're going to have 5 layers. You're going to open them out. You're going to fan them out, right? And when you fluff them out, it now looks like a flower. It really does. You know what it looks like? Like a carnation. It comes just like a carnation. It is beautiful. SH says, let me get a cloth napkin. No, SH, you cannot use a cloth napkin. You have to use a DIY. And I know it's kind of quick. So once we finish here, it's going to be live. So it's gonna come again. So what I need you to do is just look at it again. It is the cutest thing. All right. So you're going to get your wooden skewer now, or the shish kebab stick, or any little something. You can't even use a pencil. Yeah, your glue gun should already be hot. Watch your fingers. Watch your fingers. Okay, you are going to, deposit some of the hot glue in the center of this carnation that you have just made. Then you're going to take the skewer and put it in it. So what that is going to look like is a little branch, right? You get that? So you make it cool. Remember now, using a hot glue gun, it cools very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. When it cools, then you have your flour. After that now, you hold it in your hand in terms of the skewer. You hold the skewer in your hand. You're going to take some of your blush on, you're going to put it on the brush, but you're not putting it on your face this time. You are coloring, right? You are going to color the carnation, which is now white. Remember now you're using the white paper towel. Okay, you're going to color it with your brush. Dip it in the dip it in the blush, and then just dust it on over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm telling you, then it just looks like something that was just washed. It looks romantic. It is beautiful. I would say do at least 3. Don't do 2, because 2 going to look like it need more. And in accessories, I've always told you, do 3, 5, 7. So you're going to do like a combination of 3 in a very small vase, like a votive candle kind of a container. That's what you're going to do. And then, my darlings, it is a beautiful centerpiece. What you can do is put candles with it, and candles that you can light. Yeah, I know that we are now into the space where, we have these LED candles. It is running again for everybody. SH, it's running again. I want you to look at it again. We're now in the space now where we're not lighting candles anymore. But trust and believe me, man, we can light these candles. We certainly can. And then, because it enhances the ambience. And because this is a date night DIY, right? Then it's just good to do. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so we're running it again. So just remember, for this particular DIY, you're going to need paper towels, not cloth napkins. Paper towels, because this is paper towels that it has more of a texture to it, one, and then it can form. So it forms, and it's heavier. In terms of a cloth napkin, it'll just flop. And you don't want that. So let me just run over what you need again. All right. Paper towels, the ones that you can, that has that perforation in the middle of the square. So you're going to get 5 rectangles of those. Okay. Then you are going to need your glue gun, your glue stick. You are going to need water for when you burn your hand. Oh, hey, Shaq, how you doing? Okay, so you're going to need, because you are definitely going to burn your finger at some point. Anybody who has ever worked with a glue gun knows exactly what I mean, right? Okay, and then you're going to need elastic bands. Get a bunch of them, because them pop and all these things, right? Then you are going to need your bamboo skewer, your pair of scissors, and that's it. And these are things that you can just find around your house. You know what I mean? Any DIYer who is worth their salt will already have a glue gun. And it doesn't, I use a big, nice glue gun because I do it all the time. So you don't need one of those big ones. I remember when Jareen brought her glue gun here, I kind of glue gun shamed her. It was terrible. I said to her, "Oh, Dolly House glue gun that." But I take back my words. You understand? As long as you have a glue gun, yeah, you're good. You know what I mean? So very, very easy, very beautiful. And you know what it is? When you guys do DIYs, it's instant gratification. You feel good. You feel a sense of accomplishment. It's like, yeah, I did it. And these kind of DIYs is not something that just hokey pokey and is like, Lord, it just look handmade and whatnot. No. DIYs that Dezign Diva does, it always looks store bought. So week after next week now, we're going to drop another one. What we call that fresh drop. Very cutesy, very demure, very respectful. I'm just annoying David today. All right, I'll soon come back.
Bless me, baptize me. Me love you right. Wet up your pipe or your jeep. Slap up your when you ride in my jeep.
Corian solid surface, so versatile and beautiful. It's non-porous, no sealing necessary, renewable and repairable, so easy to clean and maintain, and can be thermoformed into any shape. Choose Corian, the #1 solid surface in the world, when you want beauty and the best for your countertop. Visit Home International Limited, located at 104 Constance Ring Road. Telephone 755-1970 or 924-0437.
World Coconut Day is here again, and the Coconut Industry Board is celebrating World Coconut Day with a bang! This observation of World Coconut Day will provide a platform for agro-processors, businesses, and entrepreneurs to showcase their innovative coconut-based products, services, and technologies. Nationwide 90 FM will broadcast live from the offices of the Coconut Industry Board at 18 Waterloo Road on Saturday, August 31 from 1 to 5 p.m. A day filled with fun, excitement, prizes, and surprises. Don't miss it!
Dreaming of a home makeover? Make it a reality with Jung Home Center. From stunning kitchen updates to vibrant backyard transformations, they have everything you need. Explore their wide range of tiles, lighting, paints, and more. With unmatched variety, service, and value, Jung Home Center's quality and style will always wow you. Visit them today at 68 Newland Road, Portmore, or follow them on Instagram at Jung Home Center. Jung Home Center, turning your home dreams into reality.
World Coconut Day is here again, and the Coconut Industry Board is celebrating World Coconut Day with a bang! This observation of World Coconut Day will provide a platform for agro-processors, businesses, and entrepreneurs to showcase their innovative coconut-based products, services, and technologies. Nationwide 90 FM will broadcast live from the offices of the Coconut Industry Board at 18 Waterloo Road on Saturday, August 31 from 1 to 5 p.m. A day filled with fun, excitement, prizes, and surprises. Don't miss it!
Experience unmatched performance and ultimate control with KYB shocks from Bird's Auto Parts. KYB shocks are perfect for every ride. Choose from our wide range of shocks such as Gas Adjust, Scorch Force, and XLG, which provide superior handling and stability on all terrain. For a smoother, safer, and more reliable drive, choose KYB. Available now at Bird's Auto Parts. Get 15% off your purchase of 2 or more KYB shocks. August 9 to November 8. It hurts if you don't check Birds.
Well, hello, and we are back. Guess what, guys? SH tried it. She is in the she's on the YouTube. You see what happens when you're on the YouTube? You can definitely interact and you can engage with me in real time. So SH says, yes, Karen, you will be proud of my result. Flowers look nice and fluffy. I will proceed to finish after the show. SH, I want you to push it further. What I would love for you to do is to send it on our WhatsApp so we can see it and we can post it so people can see that it's true. Like, I'm not just going to come on here and tell you do something, and I know it's very, very hard. It's something that you can do quick, easy, affordable, quick, easy, and affordable. Those are my DIYs. All right, guys. So we are now in What Would Karen Do? My favorite part of the show, because then you get to really pick my brain. All right. You ready for the questions? The question of the day is, my kitchen is a part of an open concept living area. How can I design it to blend seamlessly with the living room while maintaining its distinct identity? I'm going to say it again. My kitchen is part of an open concept living area, right? How can I design it to blend seamlessly with the living room while maintaining its distinct identity? All right. This is what's happening these days. No longer, open concept homes have been in vogue for maybe the last 10, 15 years. Yeah, that's just how we're doing it now. Open concept. Unless you're living in a huge mansion and you're going to have your living room set aside from your dining room, set aside from your den, set aside from, all these things. Or in a house that was built back in the day. And back in the day, I'm talking about 80s. And then maybe early 90s. But certainly 2000s coming up, it's really open concept, because that's how people live these days. It's a matter of, getting everybody together, seeing them in the space, as opposed to everybody cutting off and going their separate ways and so on. It's just how we live, right? Now, because it is open concept, there's some challenges, right? Because you can't just cut off the space, because you're seeing everything in one. Now, what do I mean by open concept? When you get into the space, If you're in an apartment, usually you enter from the kitchen, and then from the kitchen to the dining, and then from the dining to the living room, and the living room to the patio. If you are entering from maybe a townhouse or so, it is living room into dining into kitchen. So my point is, wherever you stand, whatever vantage point, what you are seeing is the entire lower floor, right? And then you have the powder room and laundry area and so on. And those should be cut off and a bit private, right? So if you are from your living room, you are seeing right into the kitchen. So the question is, how can she design it to blend seamlessly with the living room while maintaining its distinct identity? The distinct identity of a kitchen is, let's just look at that. Cabinets, appliances, right? And your sink, cabinets, your wall cabinets, as well as your base cabinets, right? Your sink, because that is the workhorse of the kitchen, and your appliances. Your appliances are now your stove and your refrigerator, your microwave. Okay, and then you have your appliance garage, which should have your toaster, your Ninja, your juicer, and all of these things. No, here's the thing now. If you are standing in your living room, you don't want to see all of these things that you are not using on the counter. You understand me? It's untidy, it is unsightly. We just talked about all of these the plastic containers, that since we know that we can no longer use them for all of the things that we have been using them, guess what? You have an opportunity now to empty out your shelves. Yes, you do. So once you empty out your shelves, right, what you can do is put all of the appliances that you are not using on an everyday basis in there. What I'm trying to say to you is, if you are looking into your kitchen from the living room and it is messy, it will definitely destroy that look that you are trying to achieve. I know us Jamaicans, we want to say all of the appliances, we just love to see them. We love to see the toaster, we love to see the juicer, we love to see even the can opener, and the something we sharpen the knife, and all of these things must just, the coffee maker, the electric kettle, everything must line up. So I'm thinking, okay, if everything is lined off on the counter, what are you and how are you going to be prepping for meals? Cool? All right. Know that your kitchen is functional. It is there to prep meals and for you to feel good while you are at it. Now, how can you blend seamlessly? That is one thing. You're going to clean up all of that clutter. Clean up the clutter. Let's talk about paint colors now, right? Now, if you have one color from the living room going into dining room, and then you're going to shock us with some color in the kitchen, it cannot work. It cannot work, right? If you have an architectural break, what does that mean? What do I mean by that? Like a piece of molding or something that will separate one space from the other, then I would say you can get away with, some kind of color there, but don't shock us, right? You can do the color by way of a backsplash, right? We are now designing homes and decorating homes in a way that it is very, very seamless, very neutral background, all of these things. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't want to make the space look very disjointed. You just want it to be very seamless, one space flowing into the next, right? You can put some greenery between the kitchen and the dining space, like a big tree or something, as a visual separator, like an olive tree or a fiddle leaf fig, anything like that. Stay away from the palms, them common. Everybody use them. No, we're not into those no more. Fiddle leaf fig or olive trees, right? You can definitely do that, and you can put it right at the space between your dining and your kitchen. It will look nice. Okay, so what have I said so far? Clutter, you're going to clear away all of that. You're going to have unencumbered and clean looking countertops. Yes, your backsplashes, they have something called sintered stone these days that will give you a very, very clean backsplash. No whole heap of, mosaic, something with a whole heap of grout lines. Easy to clean, nice to look at, beautiful. Right? And then you have a showcase kitchen. As far as I'm concerned, your kitchen just must always look like a showcase, whether you use it or not. It's how you use your kitchen. Even if your kitchen is used every single day, then you must want to go in there. You know what I mean? Because you can't hide its distinct identity. Its identity is kitchen. You're going in there to cook. However, if it is that you're going to clutter up the thing every single day, because you're cooking and put all kind of things. And what I don't understand is, why is it that we have to take everything out of the original container and put it in another container? I don't get it, because I was watching a TikTok where I live the other day, and the young lady take out the salt and put it in a salt container, and that was like a Kool-Aid can, a Kool-Aid plastic thing. And I'm like, why though? So what was wrong? If it's one plastic to another, then why couldn't stay in the salt thing that it was in? Unless you're buying bulk salt. So if that is the case now that we are learning these things, because there is now a single-use plastic ban, right? What we can do in our kitchen to make it really distinctive and really beautiful is, when we are storing our things away from everything else, when we are storing, what we need to do is put them in glass containers so that they will last. So we talked about the color as well. Don't shock us with the color. Yes, you want some personality and so on. Maybe do a wall. Do above the cabinetry. If your cabinetry doesn't go all the way to the top or the ceiling, then you can definitely color up there. You know what I mean? You can color on the side wall. Maybe if you have a peninsula is like a half an island that is, attached to the wall. Maybe right there you can add some color. Maybe you can add some color like artwork. You can bring in the artwork from the living dining space into the kitchen. Yes, and don't let nobody tell you that color is not for kitchen, or that artwork is not for kitchen. No. There is not. Remember back in the day where if you don't have the Lord's Supper in your dining room, you're not saying nothing. There are no rules. You understand? The next thing is the kitchen curtain. If you must have a kitchen curtain instead of blinds, make sure that it is functional, that it does not get into the water. Alrighty? Okay, so there you have it with What Would Karen Do today. See you next week with that.
Summer special on Corian Solid Surface, the #1 surface in the world. Corian adds elegance and durability to your home. Say goodbye to stains, scratches, and spills, because Corian is easy to maintain. Embrace the beauty of Corian with its seamless design possibilities. Act fast. These special prices are for a limited time. Call Home International Limited, 104 Constant Spring Road, telephone 876-755-1970.
Share in the experience at Fontana Pharmacy. We have a wide variety of items in store just for you. Fill your prescriptions while you shop. And senior citizens enjoy 10% off. Shop household, cosmetics, toys, and many other departments. We also offer curbside pickup and delivery. Visit our website at fontanapharmacy.com. Fontana Pharmacy, where it's all good inside.
Upgrade your home or business with Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Explore a range of termite-resistant plywood, quartz, solid surface, and granite. Experience timeless elegance with our cedar doors, crafted from premium cedar stock, kiln-dried for durability and beauty. For quality and craftsmanship, visit us at the Trade Center Kingston 10 or Hatfield, Mandeville. Call 876-963-0628-30. Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Transform your space today.
World Coconut Day is back again this year, and it's even bigger and better. Celebrating under the theme Coconut for a Circular Economy, building partnerships for maximum value. Come out on Saturday, August 31 at 18 Waterloo Road for an exciting broadcast on Nationwide 90 FM. We will broadcast live from 1 to 5 p.m. during the Dezign studio and outside with Pepita. Don't miss out on the array of displays, awards, and competitions. Not to mention, a wide variety of coconut products will be on sale. This is going to be a day filled with fun, excitement, prizes, and surprises. That's a live broadcast on Nationwide 90 FM from the office of the Coconut Industry Board at 18 Waterloo Road on Saturday, August 31 from 1 to 5 p.m. This broadcast is brought to you by the Coconut Industry Board.
Office Supplies Brokers Limited is having its grand back-to-school sale this Saturday, August 24 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Get unbeatable deals on all your school supplies. Seek exercise books at factory prices. Stock up and save big. Visit 26 Dunrobin Avenue or call 876-676-6930. Office Supplies Brokers Limited, your one-stop shop for all your back-to-school needs.
You're in the Dezign studio with the Dezign Diva, Karen Booker.
So welcome to Interior Design, brought to you by Jung Home Zender. Has everybody gone over to Jung yet? Is that nice? It's a surprise over there. It's a nice vibe. I tell you, you get some surprising things over there. Yeah. Big ups to Ingrid, Ryan, and Patrick. And Patrick is the world's greatest manager. I have never seen anybody like him, and I don't think I ever will again. So today we're going to be talking about floating shelves. And floating shelves are like, I'm going to age myself, all the rage. It's like all the rage. And it's been in for a long time. Why? Because floating shelves, they kind of add a little thing, in our clean, simple way of living these days. You don't want to see the brackets. You just want to see this shelf that's coming out of a wall. And you wonder, I wonder how them put it up there without a bracket. Well, honey, that is part of the appeal of a floating shelf. So, and they really are an excellent way to add both style and storage for your home. Yeah. But as with everything else, there are factors to consider to make sure that they work perfectly for your space. So not because you see it in my space. Well, you'll never see it in my space because I'm not going to show you my space. No. Not because you're going to see it in my space means that it will work for you. You understand? Anything that you put into your space in your home has to work for you. So you have the first thing that you have to think about now, functionality versus design. Let me tell you something, this is a pet peeve of mine these days. You see all our Instagram decorators, what it is now, what they do is go online, go and see this beautifully, white or not functional, dysfunctional apartment, and then they go and order everything off of Amazon and Wayfair, and then they come up with a product which looks very nice, very beautiful, very nice, but does it function? Right? So first off, it's important to strike the right balance between functionality and design. You understand? Functionality, how that room works for you. Design, aesthetics, how it looks. You know what I mean? So while floating shelves can be a beautiful addition to a room, they need to be practical as well. So think about what you'll be placing on them. I mean, I would not put a plant with dirt and a clay pot on a floating shelf. You understand what I'm saying? Are they for displaying decorative items, or do you need them to hold everyday essentials like books or kitchenware? Think about that. What do you need them for? As with everything else in interior design, you have to think about what the end product is, and then from the end you go forward. You understand what I'm saying? So are they for displaying decorative items, or do you really need them to hold everyday essentials? I just said that and I'm saying it again twice. Your choice will influence the material, the size, and the placement of the shelves. Now, what we're seeing on the screen now is a semi kind of floating shelf, whereas you are not seeing any hardware at all. You are just seeing like a floating shelving unit then, just placed on the wall, and it just looks like it is floating there. Very beautiful and really for decorative items. So people, the charm of a floating shelf is you don't see the brackets. Right? That is the charm. Now let's talk about the material choices. The options are really, really, really vast. You have wood, which is a classic choice, offering warmth and a really timeless look. But metal and glass as well can bring a modern and a sleek look to your space. Yes, so your material choice should really be aligned with the overall design of the space. You realize that I am enunciating, right? Yes. So if you have a very, very modern space, I'm not talking about contemporary. I'm talking about a very, very modern space. And if you bring in like wood shelves in there, it is not going to make the space look as good as it would if you put in the glass shelves. You understand? Because it's going to bring it down a notch now to a contemporary transitional approach whereas you would want something to look very modern, which is glass. You understand me? So always think about the aesthetics of the room, how it's going to function, and what you're putting on it. Right? Okay, I am looking at another set of floating shelves now, and these floating shelves are widely available at Jung. These are the ones now that you put the hardware in the wall first, right? And then you just slip it on. You just cover it over with like a sleeve. You just push them on over the hardware, right? And that is the beauty of these floating shelves. Cool. So placement and spacing now. This is another thing that I want you to think about. The placement is crucial. Floating shelves can be positioned almost anywhere. Seriously. But you'll want to ensure that they're at a convenient height and spaced appropriately. Proper spacing between the shelves is key to avoid a cluttered look. In smaller spaces, think vertically. Yes, we talked about that last week when we talked about using all vertical spaces, especially in a small space. Here is how we're going to get away with this now. And I know, students, what are you saying? Karen, should we measure? Of course you should measure. Of course. And so what I just said to you a while ago, you're going to think about what it is you're going to be using these shelves for, right? So say, for instance, you're going to be putting a piece of artwork on it, and the artwork are you going to be putting that on the second shelf, and the artwork is 15 inches, right? So what does that mean? What does that mean? That means that you're going to have to measure 15 inches between the top shelf and the middle one, and give it another 2 inches so that it can breathe. Right? The next thing now is where you're going to position it on the wall. Okay? What you can do is use some painter's tape, and then now you use a painter's tape to say, okay, this is where it's going to go. This is where, and will give you a visual as to where you are going to put your floating shelves. That's a little trick for you today. We use that quite a lot. You know what I mean? What about the weight capacity and stability now? Floating shelves are not supposed to hold your pot, your pan, your appliances, and everything that is heavy. My boy David just said, please, I beg you, don't put your TV on it. Don't put your TV on it. Your TV has its own mount. Your TV it comes with legs. You can put it on something, on a console or something. But please, nothing heavy. Floating shelves are really a decorative thing for you, an element in your space, right? So for weight, capacity, and stability now, you really, really need to consider. Yeah, all of them something, because not all floating shelves are created equal. True. No, you think it's joke? All right. Okay. Some can support some heavier items. Now, the ones that you are going to get from Jung, I can definitely tell you that it will be able to support, the weight limit that you will read on the back of the packaging. So if it says it can support 5 pounds, then you're going to put 4. If it says it can support 10 pounds, then you're going to put 8. You understand? But don't be like them people who just, 10, that means 12. No, man, nothing going to happen, man. Yes, it going to tumble down, and you're going to say, it's me, say. And you're going to go over Jung and say, oh, it's them, say. No, you didn't read. Right? So always check the weight limit and make sure they are securely mounted to avoid accidents. Now, the next thing you're going to ask me now, what about drywall? What about if you put your shelves on drywall, knowing that the drywall is gypsum, right? And you're going to have some kind of capacity challenge there. What you're going to use is butterfly hooks in the wall in order for them to, or wall plugs. But you have wall plugs and you have wall plugs, you know what I mean? So the butterfly wall plugs are the ones that open up in the wall, and then that gives you more support here. Right? So what you want to do with your floating shelves now is really to maintain clean lines. So one of the biggest appeals of floating shelves, is their clean and minimalist appearance. Yeah. And to maintain this look, it's really important to avoid overcrowding them. Less is more. In everything that I talk about, less is more. So you're going to choose a key pieces, yes, to complement each other and leave some negative space to avoid this whole heap of clutter. Clutter is the aspirin to good looking spaces. You cannot have nice spaces. You cannot have a clean, unencumbered, contemporary look and you're going to clutter up the thing. Why? You know what I mean? All right. How about maximizing the space now? Finally, the floating shelves are fantastic for maximizing space because if you were living in a small space, you're going to use all the vertical spaces. Yes. They free up the floor space. They make the room look larger and feel open. So if it is in the kitchen, right, or the living room, or even the bathroom, floating shelves can add extra storage without compromising on style. So here's what I want you to do. Go get some floating shelves. Tell them that I sent you. Yeah, and see what they do. Yeah, all right. We'll soon come back.
Reliability is the key to business success. F&D Energy ensures your generator performs when needed. Contact F&D Energy to schedule a free consultation. F&D Energy, powering Jamaica's businesses, one generator at a time.
Experience unmatched performance and ultimate control with KYB shocks from Bird's Auto Parts. KYB shocks are perfect for every ride. Choose from our wide range of shocks such as Gas Adjust, Scorch Force, and XLG, which provide superior handling and stability on all terrain. For a smoother, safer, and more reliable drive, choose KYB. Available now at Bird's Auto Parts. Get 15% off your purchase of 2 or more KYB shocks. August 9 to November 8. It hurts if you don't check Birds.
Summer special on Corian Solid Surface, the #1 surface in the world. Corian adds elegance and durability to your home. Say goodbye to stains, scratches, and spills because Corian is easy to maintain. Embrace the beauty of Corian with its seamless design possibilities. Act fast. These special prices are for a limited time. Call Home International Limited, 104 Constant Spring Road, telephone 876-755-1970.
Good health starts with proper hydration. Hydrate your body with Hydrate. Hydrate is purified natural water from rocks 110 feet below the ground. You have never tasted water so great, yet so affordable. Yes, taste and experience it for yourself. Water at its best. Hydrate. Available also as purified alkaline water and ultra-purified distilled water. Bottled by LLNSCS Limited, a subsidiary of Max Pharmaceuticals. Call 876-983-6466.
Grace Foods got the taste that moves you. Grace is bringing family, food, and fun together in one place. Get ready for Grace Food Festival on August 24th at Hope Gardens. Gates open from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Enjoy a day filled with culinary delights, kiddie zone, enough giveaways, back to school village, discounted Grace products, and live performance from Ding Dong and much more. Grace Food Festival, August 24th at Hope Gardens from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
F&E Energy, powering Jamaica's businesses, one generator at a time.
You're in the Dezign studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Did you say you're on your way? Why now? When you just went MIA. Message received, oh, now you want me back. I know the procedure. Trying to come to my place, turn around, it's too far away, too far gone. Can't handle what I am now.
A special big up to David, because it's David's who selects the music for us, and I'm telling you, it keeps us grounded. There's a certain vibe with Dezign Studio that David has set. You understand what I'm saying? You know, like when you come here, you're kind of grounded. You know, you're rooted and grounded in a nice vibe. You're just mellow and you're just nice. You know what I mean? Yeah. So welcome to the second hour. You know, we are now going to 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, because we have now from 1 to 3. So if you're listening on 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9, welcome to you on our second hour. And everybody on your YouTube, Marigold, yes, I see that you are late, but you're rich. And I am very happy for that. Yes, yes, yes. So good afternoon for everybody if you're listening, if you're watching, big up to you. And if you're out there shopping after you come home, just take a gander now. No, for make some flowers out a napkin. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, so we are now in the social media spotlight. And you know, unless you are living under a rock, it is all about social media. It is all about the social handles. It is all about the influencers. It's all about the content creators. And it is all about the trends. Yes, you know. So this is our spotlight, our social media spotlight. And this is when we really dive into the latest trends and viral content that are making the waves across social media platforms, you know. So the thing about these trends, you know, it's that I think that all creators, and let me just tell you something, me included, we are professional attention seekers. That's what it is. We just love the attention, because as soon as we post something now, it's like, let me see how much hits, let me see how much views. And it gets addicting. But, you know, as you guys know, the TikTok algorithm has now changed. So everybody is stuck in a $200, $300 jail. It's a view situation. It's like, walk one over here. So, all right, cool. So this week now, we're shining light on a TikTok trend that's taken the internet by storm. You heard me say it a while ago. It's all started with Jules, who is this creator who began really talking about being very demure and very mindful. And now it seems like everyone on social media is using the phrase. Take a gander, take a listen.
Mindful. I don't come to work with a green cut crease. I don't look like a clown when I go to work. I don't do too much. I'm very mindful while I'm at work. See how I look very presentable? The way I came to the interview is the way I go to the job. A lot of you girls go to the interview looking like Marge Simpson and go to the job looking like Patty and Selma. Not demure. I'm very modest. I'm very mindful. You see my shirt? Only a little chichi out, not my chocho. Be mindful of why they hired you. Here's your reality check, Diva. What's the name you'd like me to make it out to?
There's your reality check. Very mindful, very respectful. Not your cha-cha out, but just a little bit of chichi. Yes, very mindful, very demure, very cutesy. Now, this is something like... it just caught everybody off guard, and it caught everybody. It just it's like wildfire. No, Here's the thing, it's so amazing how quickly a simple idea can catch fire and influence the way we think and we talk. Because much to David's chagrin over there, because him can't stand when we say cutesy and demurely. He's like, I go butterfly. Him is the only one. He is in a very, very, very small minority because everybody else, including myself, we are on that wave. You know, too, that when it comes to these moments, it's just a moment. You know, you catch the wave, you ride it, and then you look on to something else. So whether it's in our daily interactions or even how we approach our design choices for being very demure, very mindful, it's becoming a mantra for many, very respectful. So it is also, let's just tie this in now to our design spaces. It's a reminder that our spaces, just like our actions, can reflect mindfulness and a more subtle, intentional approach to design, right? We'll keep an eye on how this trend continues to evolve and how it might inspire new interior design trends. Now, let me just tell you something. When you are going out and you are doing your social media and so on, it has to entertain, it has to educate, and it has to inspire. When it has those three components, then you have a winner. Right? Don't get discouraged because nobody not looking at your views and nobody. People may not, and I saw one day when the lady had like a phone and she says, and here we are and here we have it. The people over here who are viewing but never comment and never engage. People are looking at your page. More people looking at you than you think. So don't get discouraged. Just continue to post and so on, but keep three things in mind. It has to entertain, it has to educate, and it has to inspire. Now, if it inspires you, like it inspires us in terms of the interior design industry and over here in Design Studio to be very mindful, very respectful, very demurely, and very cutesy in how we do our spaces and how we have the show coming to you. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So, all right, we're going to take a little break and then come right back.
Hold on. Did you say you're on your way?
Pass your exams at Maths Unlimited with Exam Pass, the three-step system to exam success. 1. Complete critical topics in teaching sessions. 2. Do past paper questions by topic in practice sessions. 3. Revise intensely with topic reviews and exam drills. CSEC, CAPE, PEP, City and Guilds, face-to-face and online. Call or WhatsApp 876-540-9281.
I've been hearing about this constitutional reform thing. You know anything about it?
Yes, constitutional reform is a chance for us to Jamaicanize the constitution.
But how?
Enough things changed since 1962 and we have matured as a nation. So modernizing the constitution will reflect our current societal values.
Oh, a constitution for Jamaicans, approved by Jamaicans.
Are you ready for the journey? Join us on the road to Republic. Think independence, think Republic. A message from the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs.
Summer special on Corian Solid Surface, the #1 surface in the world. Corian adds elegance and durability to your home. Say goodbye to stains, scratches, and spills because Corian is easy to maintain. Embrace the beauty of Corian with its seamless design possibilities. Act fast. These special prices are for a limited time. Call Home International Limited, 104 Constant Spring Road, telephone 876-755-1970.
Make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water, make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water. Normally, I could keep my cool, but tonight I'm whining.
Alrighty. So, we're in our second hour, and this is when we get into the lifestyle and how the lifestyle of us people, all are we, really, it crosses over to, design choices, how we live our lives, how we think and everything, because it's a holistic person that we're after. We're after our body, our mind, and definitely our soul and our spirit. You know what I mean? So we're now in Thrive 360, and this is your path to personal growth. So every week we're going to come in here, we're going to, because we take it seriously out here. Mental health challenges is real. And we just talked about social media. There's a certain air quotes influencer who's losing her mind right about now. So you know what I'm talking about when it comes to mental health. But today we're going to talk about productivity tips, and then we'll go from there. So we're going to kick off this week with powerful productivity tips to help you really maximize your time and achieve your goal, because sometimes what we do, we get really overwhelmed, and then we shut down and we do nothing, and then we scroll TikTok and we scroll IG, and then we tell ourselves that, oh, we're doing research, and we're really not doing nothing. We're just overwhelmed and procrastinating, the big P. Yeah. So tip 1, what you're going to do is prioritize your tasks. Yes, you are going to start each day by identifying your most important tasks, and these are the ones that will have the biggest impact. So if it's today that you need for running down money, then that is the most important task for that day. You don't take any phone calls until you make all of those alliances first to run down that money. Right? Focus on completing these before moving on to the less critical activities. And this way, you ensure that your energy goes into what truly matters. All right. In my field, we have things called urgent, and then we have priority, and then we have the plan Bs. You understand? Urgent is what is need for take place and happen like right now. At least when I call, that's always urgent. You know what I mean? Priority is like your second level. These are the things that need to get done today, but the urgent needs to get done right now. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't get yourself sidetracked with something else that somebody is throwing at you because somebody's throwing it at you. When you start your day, right, and you focus on the things that you need to do. As a matter of fact, it was good if you make that list from the night before. That way, you start off your day with intention. When you start your day off with intention, you will execute. You state your intention, you write your task down, whether you want to write it down with a pen or you want to write it in your notebook, in your phone or your iPad or whatever it is, write it down. There is power in writing. You understand what I'm saying? And then you focus on, and there's another saying that says, you eat the frog first, meaning you do the most difficult things first, and it's something that you just don't want to do. There's certain things that I just don't want to deal with. I don't want to do it. But by virtue of starting to do it, you just get into a flow and you get it done. So urgent, priority, eat that frog, and focus. All right, time management techniques now. That is tip 2. Try time management techniques like the Pomodoro technique. You're going to work in focus bursts of 25 minutes. Right? And followed by a 5-minute break. It helps you maintain concentration and it really prevents burnout. You'll be surprised how much more you can get done with this method. Now, let me tell you how this thing works. Even if you're studying, and Jamaica, we are a place where we just love to go to school, we just love to study. You can't study for a whole hour. You need to break it up. Well, Jareen says 25-minute breaks. I do 30-minute breaks and sometimes 15. If you are there and so you can't be staring at a screen for how long either. You know what I mean? So what you can do, every 25 minutes you get up. You get up from where you are. Yeah, get up. Walk out to the door, come back, walk around the surroundings, do something, do like 5 jumping jacks, change your state, and then come back. Drink some water, and I'm telling you, you will get an energy boost. You know what I mean? The next thing, when you are working, right, put your phone on silent, because if you will continue to take calls while you are working, you're going to burn up 2 hours out of your 8-hour day. Right? All distractions, put them aside. If it is that you like to work to classical music, then you turn on your classical music at a very low decibel and you keep working. But if you're going to be working and watching Netflix, what you think is going to win out? You know, so time management. You're going to say, okay, if you have a huge task list, right, and you need to get all these things done. We already said that we have our urgent, we have our priority, and then we have the plan Bs. Okay, how much time are you going to allow to each task to get your stuff done? Because at the end of the day, you have to get your work done. You understand what I'm saying? And then now you even plan for when you sit down there looking in space. As a matter of fact, the more you get done, the more, the energy you will have to just keep going. That is when now you're into your zone and you find your mojo and you just keep going. But you really have to, especially people who are in the service industry. If you have 3 clients, right, and all of them have this, you can't devote 4 hours to each client. After you are finished, doing what you need to do with that person for that day, right? For that day. Then you move on to the next, and then you move on to the next. Yes? If you find yourself shopping out there for a client, for those who are stylists and so on, you have to divvy up that time, even if it's somebody that you like, because guess what? No, time is money. So you can't over devote time to tasks that you really need to say, okay, I'm going to give this task 5 minutes. I'm going to give this one 20 minutes. I'm going to give this one 1 hour based on where you are in the scheme of things, right? Okay, I just talked about the minimizing of the distractions. Seriously, we're going to talk about that again. Silence your phone. We have become addicted to the phone. We have become addicted to the phone. We're addicted to socials. We're addicted to Netflix. We're addicted to the texting. We're just addicted to everything. You know what I mean? And if it is, and I know that there are some companies out there that do not allow phones on the floor. And I believe it's a good thing because it does improve and boost productivity. It seriously does. Closing unnecessary tabs or setting the do not disturb hours reduces interruptions and can dramatically increase your productivity. Just said that, to create a really distraction-free zone and watch your efficiency soar. Now, if for all of us who are working from home and who have children who come into us every 5 minutes for things that they can have themselves, then that's all about boundaries. You understand? They have to understand that, listen, mommy's working or daddy's working, and you can't just barge in here every 5 minutes because you want cereal, you want ice cream, you want something that you can do. So what you can do is manage to that as well. You know that John Tom going to come inside of this room right now. You know what I mean? So here what you're going to do with John Tom now. You're going to tell John Tom, say, listen, mommy is working for 25 minutes. Do you need anything? I'm going to say no, He's going to say no. But at the end of the day, by 5 minutes time, he's going to come back in there knocking on the door and so on. Each time you get up, that's a 10-minute thing out of your 25 minutes. So you're going to set up John Tom, not with a tablet, but with some crayons or something that he can do, something tactile, to get him involved in something that he's not going to bother you. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how you manage distractions. If you know that certain distractions are going to come at you while you are working, you cut them off at the beginning so that you can have your uninterrupted time and that your productivity will be where it needs to be at the end of the day. All right, people? Okay. I'll soon come back. True. I'll be right back. Stay with me. YouTube, big up you.
Hold on. Did you say you're on your way? Why now? When you just went MIA. Message received. Oh, now you want me back. I know the procedure. Trying to come to my place. Turn around.
Hi everyone, let's talk granting aid. Eligible targeted loan applicants may receive a non-repayable granting aid of $60,000. These funds can be used for school-related expenses such as traveling, buying food, housing, or purchasing a laptop, for example. Eligibility is determined by financial circumstances and the availability of grants. Apply early at slbja.com and be one of 4,200 beneficiaries of our granting aid.
Good health starts with proper hydration. Hydrate your body with Hydrate. Hydrate is purified natural water from rocks 110 feet below the ground. You have never tasted water so great, yet so affordable. Yes, taste and experience it for yourself. Water at its best. Hydrate. Available also as purified alkaline water and ultra-purified distilled water. Bottled by LLNSCS Limited, a subsidiary of Max Pharmaceuticals. Call 876-983-6466.
Share in the experience at Fontana Pharmacy. We have a wide variety of items in store just for you. Fill your prescriptions while you shop. And senior citizens enjoy 10% off. Shop household, cosmetics, toys, and many other departments. We also offer curbside pickup and delivery. Visit our website at fontanapharmacy.com. Fontana Pharmacy, where it's all good inside.
World Coconut Day is here again, and the Coconut Industry Board is celebrating World Coconut Day with a bang! This observation of World Coconut Day will provide a platform for agro-processors, businesses, and entrepreneurs to showcase their innovative coconut-based products, services, and technologies. Nationwide 90 FM will broadcast live from the offices of the Coconut Industry Board at 18 Waterloo Road on Saturday, August 31 from 1 to 5 p.m. A day filled with fun, excitement, prizes, and surprises. Don't miss it!
The government of Jamaica has purchased brand new state-of-the-art buses to further enhance commuter experience, reduce wait times, comfortable seats, cool AC, and a smoother ride. Travel with the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport as they build a modern world-class transportation system to serve Jamaica even better. Join the new revolution in media, Nationwide 90 FM, for a live broadcast on Tuesday, August 27, 2024 at JUTC Portmore, hosted by the Cliffviews online team. They will explore how the future of public transportation in Jamaica has evolved, bringing you more fuel-efficient, state-of-the-art buses with clean energy, making the investments for greater comfort during your daily commute while being able to track your buses in real time. That's a live broadcast of the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport's upcoming handover ceremony for the new 100 CNG buses on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is sponsored by the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport.
Unicomer Jamaica presents Better You, a health and wellness initiative designed to empower a healthier workforce. Tune in to Nationwide at 5 from 6 to 8 p.m. on Wednesday, August 28, 2024, as we come to you live from Unicomer's Better You Health Fair and launch. Don't miss all the excitement and highlights as we learn more about how Unicomer invests in the health and well-being of its employees. Health checks, nutrition tips, exercise classes, free medicals for the kids, games, giveaways, and enough prizes. Don't miss Better You, promoting a healthier you to a better you. That's a live broadcast of Nationwide at 5 from 6 to 8 p.m. on August 28, 2024. All this and more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by Unicomer.
Yes. Let me tell you something, guys. I have your well-being in mind. I am dedicated to making sure that everybody is healthy and happy. And I have Miss Paula Herlock today as she gets into our new series called Heart and Home Chronicles. And so today, yes, we're going to delve into the essentials of creating a loving and supportive environment with tips on building a healthy relationship or healthy relationships. Because let me tell you something, we are surrounded with folks these days, and the relationship, them not really healthy. We form into a little groove where it's just comfortable or because it's always been or it's convenient, but it's not healthy. You understand? So Miss Paula Herlock, who is a naturopathy. Paula, you there? Paula.
Yes, I'm here.
Paula.
I am here.
Paula, how long me know you know?
We've known each other for about 15 years.
Exactly. And Paula, me still don't know how to pronounce this thing.
It's naturopathy.
Naturopathy. Naturopathy.
Right.
Let me tell you something. I am so proud of you and your journey and your development. You remember when I used to walk up that disgusting hill? And
Yes.
when Paula used to, and she just passed me and gone. She passed me and gone, and she see me, when she coming back, I am still going up, right? And we got to talking one day. And this is not usually what we talk about. It was just a different conversation. And the woman took me to another, you know, me deep already, but she took me to a different level of deepness. And then I found out later on after that now that she's a starseed. And I'm thinking, I don't know that people know what really are going on here. So, because let me tell you something. First of all, when you guys listen to Paula's voice, it will put you in a different state of mellow. So, Paula, my friend, how are you?
I am very good at how are you?
I'm okay, you know. I am better than most.
Excellent.
I
Excellent.
want you to explain your practice, please. Let's start from there.
I think there's a little bit of an echo.
Is an echo? Okay, let us see if we
And-
can, because this is an important conversation, and I want everybody to let's try it again.
Okay.
I think it's better.
So, wellness
Yes.
is really about paying attention to how you feel naturally, eating well,
Right.
sleeping well, and having your mind in a relaxed state.
Okay.
Disease is the opposite. It's when your body or your mind is at ease.
Hold on a minute, Paula. Jareen, we're still having some kind of distortion or feedback. All right. So you're saying disease is when we have it goes against the wellness, and that is when our body rejects it. Right?
Right.
Okay. I'm just repeating so that if people didn't hear that a while ago because there was a little distortion. Continue.
Right. So what we end up having is a situation where we are embroiled in busyness.
Yes.
And the busyness begins from the moment you rise, 5 a.m., and it goes back all the way to 11 p.m. And during the day, you are taken up getting the kids off school, getting food ready, going to work, tuning in 100% the challenges at work, and then coming home and dealing with home and relationships after.
Right. Right.
And that's a lot.
It is. It is.
We were designed to rise with the sun
Yes.
and to go to bed with the sun.
Okay.
But our days are getting longer,
Yes.
and we try to fit in more, and we have to keep ourselves fit, and we have to go out on social hands, and we have to go get our hair done,
Yes.
and we have to go on a trip. It's a lot.
It's a lot. You know, Paula, it was years ago when you were the first one who introduced me to grounding. And you said we are electromagnetic beings. So if you could go into, I'll just unpack that for a minute, because I feel that that will be the underlying prescription then for well-being and sorting out your headspace.
It is. We are all living in artificial spaces. Living in concrete homes. We're sleeping in beds made of all sorts of materials. We wear shoes, and so we are not having enough contact with natural material and Mother Earth herself. We go from our air-conditioned bedrooms into our air-conditioned cars, into our air-conditioned offices. So we're not inhaling enough natural air,
Right.
and we're not interacting enough with plants, the grass, and we're not hearing the birds enough. All of those things work together because reasons why the birds start singing in the morning is to wake up our brain.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
So the same bird sounds open the flowers, opens our brains too.
Okay.
So when we live in a concrete jungle and we don't get to hear those sounds, it starts to mess with our brain and our brain function. When we are switched on 20 hours out of 24, it starts to mess with your brain function. And so your brain is exhausted and starts to send the wrong messages to your digestive organs and your endocrine.
Oh gosh. Okay. So how do we then combat that? What kind of natural remedies do you recommend then for this constant being on? Because obviously we're not turning off. You know, a friend of mine said to me I tried to get him on Saturday. It was a business call. And he says, Karen, I turn off from Friday evening. And I have three rings. I have 3 rings on my phone. One for 2 of my children and the other one for my wife. And after that is do not disturb. I turn off until Monday morning.
That's right. You have to establish boundaries.
Yeah.
And just like how you make an appointment to get your nails done and your hair done, you need to carve out time for quiet time, for prayer, for meditation, for alone. When you don't do that, you start to suffer. What problem is most people don't even know that they're in problems because they're so switched on.
Yes.
Constantly on.
Yes. Absolutely.
Sleep. There are people that are not sleeping. No, sleep. And apparently there is no cure for sleep deprivation.
And okay, so in our next segment, I'm going to ask you to stick around and we're going to talk about that sleep hygiene situation, which I am realizing is something that is a serious thing these days because we're just not getting enough sleep. Right.
They're not.
Okay. So how can diet and nutrition then, play a role in all of this?
The problem that we're having is that we are living such a fast-paced life that we are eating fast food. There is something called slow food. Our great-grandmothers and our grandmothers prepared slow food. Slow food, the one that they took 2 hours to cook.
Yeah.
They put on the water, they put on the meat, and they made it cook down. And by 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the day, it was made and eat. Now we want to stick our frozen meals into a microwave for 70 seconds, and then we eat.
And then you eat. Exactly.
That food is natured by the microwaves. And so we are eating and we're filling ourselves, but it's not nutrient dense.
Yes.
Right? So we eat, we feel hungry all the time. So that's why we're eating and becoming overweight. We're not nutrient dense food. So I tell people all the time, eat like your grandma.
Eat like your what? Didn't hear that.
Your grandma.
Your grandma. Oh, okay. Where
Natural
everything
food.
was natural and prepared and great. We grated the coconut and we grate the carrot to make the juice and we go right back and then cook it on the coal stove and all of these things. So the thing now
And
with go ahead, sorry.
People are gonna say it's not practical. But the thing is, if you decide to go to the supermarket and shop in the green growth section.
Yes.
And just buy carrots and lettuce, and you do salads, and you do some sauteed vegetables, and you do green juices, and you do fruit juices, right? You do porridges, you do soups, you do stews, and you'll end up with better gut health.
Okay.
Better gut health, better brain function, and better nervous system function.
Yes. So I'm going to switch gears for a second, and because couples I'm seeing, it's like relationships, marriages, have this mortality rate these days, which are like your driver's license. They're not lasting. Are there any type of mindfulness and meditation that couples can employ then for a deeper connection?
I feel it's every person's responsibility to become more emotionally aware and more emotionally regulated, so that you take responsibility for being the thermostat in the relationship, and you don't just get triggered and trigger the person.
So
you set the temperature.
You set the temperature, and the more you get in touch with yourself, you will be less triggered, because now you you're on the way to being enlightened, like you.
Right.
All right. We're gonna take
You're
a little.
going to be more aware.
And
sensitive to the other person's feelings, their responses. You're watching them. You're seeing their body language. You're hearing the tone, and instead of being triggered by it, you engage and find out what could be at the root of that.
Instead of it being all about me, it's now, what can I do for you?
Yes.
Okay.
And if both of us have that ethic or that kind of outlook on the relationship, then it's bound to be a little bit more heart-centered.
Heart-centered.
Us focused.
And us focused. We're going to take a little break right there and then come back to you. 1 second. Guys, we'll be right back.
Make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water, make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water.
Normally, I could keep my cool, but tonight I'm whining.
Anytime me taste any Grace products, me and my friend them a fi bust dance moves. I fi run to the pot when me granny a boil soup. Grace food products in that make it go down smooth. The taste that moves you, feel the vibes anytime when the beer Grace foods from the ends. Yeah, the taste that moves you, from the spices move you. Everybody shout out Grace.
When the food sweet, we dance. When the vibe nice, we love. The taste that moves you, Grace bringing the food you love.
Nothing moves your vibe, your mood, or your appetite like the taste of Grace.
On Sunday, August 11th, in the quiet community of Cherry Tree Lane in Clarendon, our entire nation was shaken by a brutal act of violence.
Gangsters mercilessly took the lives of 8 innocent Jamaicans, including a 7-year-old boy.
These criminals will strike again, destroying more families and more communities, unless we stand together to stop them.
If you have any information that can help bring these killers to justice, please share it with the security forces.
The government has established a reward fund of $25 million for information leading to the arrest and charge of the perpetrators who committed this heinous act.
The facilitators who supply them with the arms, intelligence, and the transportation.
And those who harbor and protect these criminals after the crime.
If you know something, say something.
Call Crime Stop at 311, MOCA at 888-6622-847, the NIB at 811, or JDF at 837-8888.
Together,
we will defeat the
gangs
and develop a culture of peace in our country.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
You
you can have it all. Company events, birthday parties, or the wedding of your dreams. It's all possible at Grand Palladium Hotels and Resorts. We have magnificent event rooms and a dedicated team that will make your event the best experience that only Grand Palladium Hotels and Resorts can offer. Contact us at 876-619-0000 or call your favorite travel agency and ask about our promotion designed especially for you.
World Coconut Day is here again, and the Coconut Industry Board is celebrating World Coconut Day with a bang! This observation of World Coconut Day will provide a platform for agro-processors, businesses, and entrepreneurs to showcase their innovative coconut-based products, services, and technologies. Nationwide 90 FM will broadcast live from the offices of the Coconut Industry Board at 18 Waterloo Road on Saturday, August 31 from 1 to 5 p.m. A day filled with fun, excitement, prizes, and surprises. Don't miss it!
All right, guys, so we are now in Vital Vibes, and this is really your path to wellness, you know. So this is where we're going to explore the essentials for living a really healthier and happier life. So in this segment, you know, what we're going to do moving forward is to dive into topics that nurture your well-being, help you to find the balance and vitality. So this week now we're focusing on sleep hygiene, and that is the foundation for a rejuvenating rest. So get ready to discover tips and tricks to improve your sleep routine so you can wake up refreshed and ready to conquer the day. Because you see, all today, you know, you can see that it was about productivity. It is about getting your soul and your spirit and your mental right, you know. So our guest Paula has agreed to just help us to unpack and delve into the the elements of this sleep hygiene situation here, where we are really not getting enough sleep. Paula, you ready again for round two?
I am absolutely ready.
Oh, this is perfect. You know, your connection is perfect now. All right, cool.
I'm so sorry about that echo before.
It was, yes. So, you know, we love to talk, and so at the top of this segment now, I want you to tell people where we can find you.
Well, I can be found on Instagram at Wellness Experience Jamaica. And I'm also Paula Herlock on Instagram, but that's the controversial side. But the Wellness Experience Jamaica is really sharing a lot of natural ways to maintain balance and health and wellness, because we don't talk about wellness without talking about the physical, the mental, and the emotional. It just can't be physical alone.
It's holistic.
Because everything is woven into each other.
One being, and then interrelated or interconnected to everybody else.
Exactly.
You know, and I don't think that people understand that. Listen, we're all interconnected. So what affects me affects you.
Exactly. So when I have ill health, I am cranky, I'm miserable, and I'm difficult. It's hard for me to regulate my emotions. And I'm going to explode, and I am going to be short-tempered, and I'm going to be irrational and miserable and cross, as Jamaican people put it. But when you're healthy and you're balanced, your outlook is different, you have more patience, you have more empathy, and you're able to problem solve quickly because your entire system is regulated.
Exactly. And leading with that, what are the lifestyle changes that you can recommend for those of us struggling with insomnia? Because insomnia is lack of sleep.
Right. So the main thing is, as you had alluded to earlier, is that we're going to have to just cut down a little bit more on our phone time, our screen time. Because the science is now showing that blue screen beyond 10 p.m. is actually creating problems in the brain and starting to affect the central nervous system. Now, all of us are on screen time all day, right? And then when we finish with work, we tend to use the screen to unwind, and we laugh at some of the memes, and we scroll through and so on. But that is now turning out to be affecting our eyesight and our nervous system. So I want to strongly recommend to everybody who's listening and who will consider it to start to perhaps schedule your screen time to, in the morning before you go to work, and perhaps a check-in at midday, and then a little after 5 o'clock, but not from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock scrolling. That's not good, right? We used to watch movies, which is bad and not so bad. But now it's shorter bursts of information and lots of information. It's a lot, right, for our brain to be taking all day. Stimulated. The light was made of on and off, up and down, in and out. So we need to switch on, and then we must switch off to give the whole system a chance to rest and recover. That's not happening.
And so,
because a lot of us watch TV all the way up to
and then the TV stays
and
on.
then we online, and then we go to bed at about 2 o'clock, and then we have to wake up at 6 o'clock.
At 6
so we're
o'clock.
Getting 3 hours.
So the stress management, this routine, going to bed is all important, right?
Going to bed. So you literally have to schedule your bedtime.
Schedule your bedtime. Go to bed.
And this is important for the children, because now I'm meeting a lot of children who are taking on the same sleep patterns as their parents. So instead of getting the house to slow down between 6 and 8 p.m., the house is still busy, televisions are on, music is playing, games are going, all the screens are available, and the children are not winding down. So now you're going to have an entire generation of people who are not switching off, not able to switch off.
I love the fact that you brought up that point, because I really do not agree with having televisions in children's rooms. That is a big no-no for me.
Yes.
You should be able to. You need to wind down and go to bed.
Yes, you need to go to bed. Turn off the light, because you see, also all these artificial fluorescent lights are also adding to our anxiety. And most people are so high-strung because we're not designed to be living in artificial light, because we're supposed to go to bed when the sun goes down.
When the sun goes down,
but because we have artificial lights, we stay up, and we have electricity, and we have this, and we have that, and we're staying up for longer. So we must. That's very, very important. Now, for those people who say they are not able to sleep, there are some very soothing things that you can do to get your body to slow down. Right. Drinking teas like chamomile tea, passion flower tea,
chamomile,
soursop leaf, guava leaf tea can get you to slow down. Those teas nourish the central nervous system. They nourish your nerves, as Jamaican people would say.
Yes.
And they help you to be able to relax.
Okay. So we need to get these sleep routines in order. We need to set some boundaries.
Yes.
We need to turn off the screens. By what time are you recommending that we turn off these screens?
I think we all should have our screens off by about 8:39.
By 8:39. We can live with that. I believe, right, people? We can live with that. We can live with that, man. Yeah. And I always say to you, don't need your phone by the bed, because what happens is, as soon as we wake up in the morning, we grab the phone.
Right. Everybody's doing it. I'm guilty. I'm guilty.
We all are.
What I've done lately is that I've been charging my phone outside of my room.
There you go. So you walk for it.
Because the Wi-Fi is also affecting us. You see, when people are like, oh, mental health is a problem, and mental health is real, and we need to check in with each other. No, we need to correct our lifestyle so that we won't be so vulnerable to mental health challenges, because we're being bombarded by all these electromagnetic frequencies constantly.
Okay.
Right.
Miss Paula, I thank you so very much for getting the rap signal, and I have to have you back on again, because you are like a whole body of information and knowledge that we need to have and we need to hear. So give us back the IG account for me now, please.
It's Paula Herlock or Wellness Experience Jamaica.
There you go.
Wellness Experience Jamaica.
Thank you so very much for sharing time and space with me on this Saturday afternoon. I know you're busy, so let me let you run.
Yes. Have a good one.
So thankful that you're here. All right, guys, guess what? we are out. This is now our first segment, our first 2 hour of the design studio and lifestyle. Yes. So therefore we have to thank some people. We have to thank Jareen Campbell for putting this all together, and she did a wonderful job. It was seamless, pointed, and I mean, yeah, she deserves a raise and a big up, don't it? Of course, our videographer and editor, Nigel Austin, who puts all our graphics together. In studio engineer, David and Kevy, who, they just work so very well together. And of course, Kimali Rowe for taking us up and down the place and making us arrive in style. So, guys, that wraps up another inspiring episode of our Decor and Lifestyle radio show. So we really hope that you've enjoyed the journey through the world of interior design and lifestyle and gathered valuable insights, and I know you did today. Today was chock full of information. So remember now, your home is a reflection of your personality and your style. And remember, we are now doing a holistic approach to your wellness. So please embrace your creativity and make it truly yours. So next week now, you're going to join us again as we continue to explore the captivating realm of decor, bringing you expert tips, trends, and inspiration. So until then, keep envisioning, live good, and live good with everybody, and transform your spaces and your lifestyle, right, into havens of beauty and comfort, and live holistically. Happy decorating and have a great week. I see you next Saturday.
I need you in the morning, but I need you now. Yeah. I find you, I give you all you needing. I know what you like. I feel it coming. Time is of the essence. I try to teach you, but I need some lessons. I need to give it all. I try to live, but I can't.
Good health starts with proper hydration. Hydrate your body with Hydrate. Hydrate is purified natural water from rocks 110 feet below the ground. You have never tasted water so great, yet so affordable. Yes, taste and experience it for yourself. Water at its best. Hydrate. Available also as purified alkaline water and ultra purified